What is up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of REI Genius Live. And tonight we got a special guest. One of my clients, Mr. Roland Hatcher, is going to kind of come and share his story and some of the things that he's been doing up in the New Jersey area. So if you're looking to invest in New Jersey, definitely got to reach out to my guy Roland. And if you're looking to put your money to work, you got lazy money that's sitting in savings accounts, CDs, or somewhere under your mattress or in a former employer's retirement account, then you definitely need to tap in and learn more about how you can invest in real estate and be completely passive in the deals and grow your net worth and just grow and build wealth. So no, with that, lots been going on with REI Genius. One thing we do have the cohort that's kicking off where we're teaching people how to raise money. I tell people, we talk about with real estate how to make money in your sleep. Like you'll never be wealthy until you learn how to make money in your sleep. But I tell real estate investors, you're not going to get to that next level until you're able to raise money in your sleep. I'm going to say that again. You're not going to get to that next level as a real estate investor until you learn how to raise money in your sleep. And that's what we're going to be teaching with the 8-week cohort, is teaching you the system and process for you to raise money in your sleep, where you literally have individuals that are bringing you capital, that are looking for opportunities that you have in real estate for them to grow their network. So if you're interested in that, then definitely tap in and get your consultation call. We got a couple weeks left before we kick off with that and doing everything there. Other than that, the market's doing good. I just saw a report came out with the April data that U.S. house prices are up 6.6% appreciation for everybody that's been thinking and hoping that the market's going to crash, that we're going to have mass amount of foreclosures. That it hasn't happened. A lot of people have equity. You still have the forbearance period that's out there. People are still renegotiating terms on their mortgages, or they can sell because they have equity, because we've had so much appreciation in the last couple of years. So there's a lot going on in the market, but we don't have enough inventory, and demand has outpaced supply. And so we're still seeing a couple of areas, maybe like the Austin, Texas, certain markets within Florida where supply has ticked up overall, just because with interest rate and then insurance constraints with insurance premiums going up, that it's taking a lot of buyers out of the market. But overall, we're still seeing multiple offers in certain markets, and appreciation is still happening. So with that, it's still a good time to get in real estate if you do good deals, if you're able to underwrite the deals, if you're able to buy for cash flow and not looking for long-term appreciation, because over the next few years you might not get a lot of appreciation, which is fine, because with real estate and how you build wealth is by owning long term. And so that's one of the things that we really, really harp on. And with going through the analysis is being able to cash flow from day one. And when you buy a property, we buy for today's NOI, net operating income, not for the future, not for the pro forma or what the broker's putting together saying that, hey, this is what this will be worth after you put $500,000 in to make improvements. No, we're buying it for the cash flow that it's producing today. And we're buying it at higher cap rates than we were last year. And so that's the process that we go through to build wealth. So with that, with no further ado, we're going to be talking about real estate tonight. We're bringing up my brother Roland. Roland, how's it going, man?
Hey, Johnny, what's going on?
Not too much, not too much. It's Wednesday, it's midweek. We're here talking real estate. Just finished up soccer practice, man. So it's a blessing. It is a blessing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ready to get it going.
So awesome. Yeah, no, most definitely. So I'll let you introduce yourself. I always tell people that what's not on your bio. Tell us about Roland Hatcher that we can't get on the bio off your website. And share a little bit about your company and what your mission is, what you guys are doing.
Yes, yes, yes. My name is Roland. I'm Roland Hatcher. I'm originally from Plainfield, New Jersey. I'm actually in the military. I'm stationed out here in South Jersey now. But real estate was always one of my passions. Always wanted to get into it. Never really thought it was a realistic goal. So ever since I've been chasing, chasing information. Started out with tax liens. And then I seen the ad. I forgot, maybe I was scrolling Facebook or something, and it was saying buy apartments, and I'm like, this is interesting. So tested the orders out, and I've been hooked since. this thing is real, and it's amazing the things you can do, or just change your network, your network. I just been learning how to underwrite apartment buildings and made a few offers. And it's I just my mind is blown about how much you can really achieve with the right people in your corner. Yeah. So
No, for sure. No, I think that's great, man. That because it's a step of faith. Because a lot of times, I remember when I started off with real estate investing, that I didn't learn it in school. You know, I didn't have anybody in my family that was investing in real estate. I didn't have anybody. I didn't have that example. I didn't have that mentor or someone that I could look at and see that looked like me, that did the same things that I've done, to say, hey, yep, you can be a real estate investor too. You can be great in the military and you can be a real estate investor at the same time and be an entrepreneur. Uh, Kind of how was that mindset shift, or did you have a mindset shift? I think is the better question. Just with kind of where you were when you look back at where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, to where you are now. Kind of how's that? What does that transformation look like for you?
yes, the mindset piece was huge for me. Well, for one, I did not believe that I could do something as big as, even talk to a get in the room with some owners, or talk to them about possibly buying their building. I didn't think it was possible. And one thing I learned throughout this last couple of years is that if you don't believe it, then you're right, and it's not going to happen. But you take that one step, and then you take step two, step three, and then you all of a sudden you're rolling, and you're like, oh wow, this is I'm almost here. And you just keep going, and that mindset piece was huge for me. So yeah, that's the mind is definitely the thing I had to change in order to just believe that I can do this thing.
No, for sure, for sure. So what's your big why? I always like to ask, anybody, whether it's my clients or whether it's somebody else that I meet that's in real estate. So for you, what's your big why? What's your big burning why on why you chose real estate as your asset vehicle choice? Because there's different things you can invest in. There's different businesses that you can start. But for you, why was real estate that thing for you?
Well, it's a few reasons. One, my son. I had a son late in my career. Um, long st- long story short, I spent a lot of time away from my family. Um, and
Mm.
I left New Jersey in 2008. Joined the Navy, and I've been stationed everywhere but home, and been on a lot of deployments. Never had basically had to get to know my family again. My goal is to
Wow.
never have to do that again. Have time, if I needed to go visit this person, that person, and it not be a time constraint. And then and the main reason to be there for my family and my son. That's my why.
No, I love it. I love it. And like a lot of people they're unable when they say that the military is the 1%. We are truly the 1% of the population, because a lot of people can't resonate, like you said, with the multiple deployments, being away from the family extended amount of time, that the sacrifices and challenges that come with that, that you get a whole new perspective on time freedom. Like I tell people, like you got to go ask somebody, can you take leave, vacation? Like you got to go get approval, and it's mission first. Like
Yes, sir.
it's the needs of the service that you're in first, before you, and it's a lot of times before your family. And so making that sacrifice, and so the time freedom is critical. So that definitely resonates with me, and I 100% are right there with you, because family is why we do this, for me. And it sounds like that's the same thing for you. And I can't think of no more worthy cause to really push you through the adversity, because adversity comes and it happens, but it makes you hang in there. It gives you the fuel that you need to kind of get past it. So let's talk about a little bit about your real estate market, kind of the deals that you're looking at, and you've been out there in the field, you've been doing due diligence on a couple of properties. So kind of share a little bit about what you're looking at and what you're looking to do here in the near term.
So again, yeah, I started out with tax liens, looking at single family houses. And like when I found out about multifamily, and it's just worth it. It's worth my time, So looking for 10 to 40, something humble, 10 10 to 40 small apartments. Not yeah, I've been looking even in a little bit in Pennsylvania also. Just like an hour driver distance. One thing I learned, my first boots on the ground was pretty far. Um, and it was like 6 hours away, almost got to put leave in for it, So um, I learned that I need to have something close in close proximity just to start off with, just so so I don't miss out on another deal like that. I think the building I started off with was a 26 unit on the market for $700,000. Now I don't know if you know about the New Jersey market, but it's pretty high. And a 26 unit would cost way more than that. But it was in Western Pennsylvania, on the other side of the mountain. But yeah, I was knee deep in that, and I missed out because I couldn't make it there in time, basically. Since somebody else scooped up the deal for $100,000 less than where it was on the market. So it's a learning game. You just learn from your mistakes and keep it moving. But going to the the buildings, talking to the owners, just getting my feet wet in this game, it just makes you feel it's a certain feeling, man. I told you before, I felt like a boss. When I was talking to these owners, they escorted me through here, trying to convince me this, that, and third. So yeah, it's a learning game, really. Right now, besides looking on the MLS, I'm searching for off markets, sending out my marketing, and really just having conversations at work. Some people, like when I talk to them about stuff like this, they like, some people are like, yeah, you got naysayers or whatever, but some people are like, Hatch, you're really doing stuff like this? Tell me more. How can I learn this? How can I, So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now. Just still learning, still growing, and still searching.
No, that's awesome. That is awesome. And that's the process. That's the process that success loves speed. And like you talked about with that one deal and how it kind of got away. But that's okay, because guess what? You're one deal closer to your deal. And I'm a true believer. I've seen it personally that one multifamily deal will change your life. It can. I say it can change your life because all of them won't be home runs. But long term, with building wealth, you're going to get there a heck of a lot faster when you're buying 10, 20, 30, 40 units at a time. When you're getting that many units at one time versus just one, two. So I think you're definitely headed down the right path. It's been amazing for me just seeing the growth, the progress that it lights me up just to see kind of taking action, going through the marketing. Right now, how many people are you marketing to for your list that you're reaching out, touching right now?
2,600.
2,600. Yeah. And how many deals you need right now? That's it.
One.
So consistently marketing to 2,600 people over and over again, going through with the right messaging to the right potential seller, that it's just a matter of time. And and so that's the thing, that you're doing the work and it works. And real estate has been around for centuries. Landlords have been around for centuries. And the process to go through with owning real estate, becoming a landlord, and the people, the motivation behind why people sell, like that hadn't changed. Like people get burned out, people have divorces, people they need to sell because other stuff is going on. They need the money. Other people they want to scale up and do something bigger, and they sell. And so there's a host of reasons and rationale by why somebody chooses to sell. And so by you being able to market directly to those individuals when they're ready and you're right there, your mail comes in the same day, the week after, or the week before, and they still have your postcard, they still have your letter, or still have your text message, that now it's a completely different conversation because you built up that rapport, you've built up that credibility because you've been consistently marketing to them. And I've had people that I bought properties from that said, "Hey, I knew you were a real investor because you mailed me more than one time." Because so many people just send the blast it out there one time and then they never hear back from them again. And so that's the thing that I've seen that changes it tremendously in your favor, is showing up consistently. So salute to you, man, and kudos for you with everything that you're doing and building out. And and so I think one of the things too is we're not selfish investors. Dan. One of the things that we always talk about is the ability to bring on investor partners and having investor partners that were right there with us, where it's not just us by ourselves. It's not just us as real estate investors conquering. Investors that can partner with us on deals, partner with you on deals in your local area. And a lot of times they don't even see the opportunity out there. I talk to so many people, doctors, lawyers, high net worth individuals that don't have the time, but they don't know the mechanism on estate investors or how to connect with the right real estate investors on how they can grow their money passively. And so I think that's a great service that you have, and the ability that you have for people who want to get more exposure to real estate in the New Jersey market and just your broader network. Um, but yeah, so kind of what's the next steps for you? We talked about the market, and what's a good way for people that are interested in connecting with you that they can reach out to you?
Oh, my email is probably best. Uh, Due to me still being active duty, email is probably best. Roland at fayroyal.com.
So
That's my website. That's my company.
I'm freezing up here. Did you get that last part?
Yeah. You said how it was the best way to reach me?
Hear me now?
John. Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What was the last part? We cut out there. I kind of froze up.
You asking what was the best way somebody can reach me? I would say through email. My email, my company is Fay Royal. So Roland at fayroyal.com. That's the best way to reach me.
Okay. Roland, and spell that out, and I'm gonna put it here in the banner for those so everybody can check you out.
All right, it's Roland, ROLAND at FAYEROYAL.com.
Roland at fayroyal.com. No, awesome. So we'll have that going there. And if you want to reach out to Roland, connect with him, definitely shoot him an email. Highly encouraged. And I think that's one of the things too, is just continue to grow. The more people that you touch and the opportunities that you come across, that you just being able to be a conduit for goodness and greatness, in regards to just the opportunities that real estate bring, that so many other people never get an opportunity or get exposed to. And with that, I know we got a couple of minutes left here. I'm just open it up for any questions, or anybody have any comments, that we'll open up the floor. And if not, I always can come up with plenty of questions. I keep plenty of them in my bag. But I think the big things, then I'll talk about kind of where we are with the market. And I think there's so many opportunities, and you can kind of weigh in too on just where interest rates are. I think we're starting to see things stabilize. a lot of people will say that we're getting close to the bottom of the market, or we've already hit the bottom of the market, and that things are kind of starting to rebound. And we'll see once I think the Fed makes their first rate cut, that I think all the gloves are going to be off. That it's going to be a free for all, and we still certain areas have more supply to kind of meet demand. But I think after, especially on multifamily, we see like the Nashvilles, the Austin, Texas markets, Boise, Idaho, Salt Lake City, as these cities that have experienced a lot of growth, as the new multifamily units come online and they're absorbed, that we're going to see rents kind of stop or maybe pull back a little bit and drop. But over the last 2 years, that if you look at the building permits for multifamily, which normally it takes anywhere from 18 months to 36 months, almost 2 to 3 years to build a multifamily complex, that a lot of those new starts have stopped the last 2 years. And so we're going to go through the next, 9 months, 12 months with absorbing all the new construction that comes on the market. But after that's absorbed, like there's nothing new coming for 2, 3 years easily, because so much building has stopped on the multifamily side. People haven't gotten permits. The funding has dried up on the commercial side. And so guess what? When there's less inventory, rents are going to go right back up. Interest rates are going to probably hover between 6 and 7% for the next year or two. And more people are going to be inclined to rent than own, just because where rates are. And so I think with that it's a great time to be a landlord, to be out here finding value add deals. And, and so that's the name of the game. And if you're doing it and you're not on the sideline, you're active, that good stuff is going to happen. Because guess what? If you're not in the game, you're not taking any shots, you're never going to make a shot.
Yes, sir.
And so that's the thing. We're staying in the game. So kind of one of the things, what are you looking at? Are you changing anything that you're looking for with your multifamily investments? You talked about kind of 10 to 40. Are you looking to make any tweaks or changes for yourself?
I'm definitely open, but I want to stick to my guns and go for what my this is what I want. This is it's my goal. So I want to stick with it, but I'm definitely open. I'm definitely still willing to do lower, 4 units or less also.
Okay.
Definitely.
No, for sure. Well, awesome. I appreciate you coming on tonight, Roland, and sharing your story and information. And then for anybody that wants to contact Roland, definitely shoot him an email. And guess what, y'all? We'll be back next week with another great interview. We're going to have a couple interviews over the next few weeks. So you guys stay in touch for that and follow that. Also coming up, I'll be in Austin, Texas, the Father's Day weekend. Next weekend, the 14th and 15th, at the Smart Money Expo. It's 100% free. Get to Austin, Texas. Get in the room. It's going to be 2 days of wealth building topics. I'll be there talking about multifamily. I'll have a booth as well too. I'm gonna bring out the company banners and just be sharing with the people there as well too. But they're gonna be talking about forex. They're gonna be talking about trading, real estate investing, building credit, accessing capital. You're gonna have lenders in the room. You're gonna have access to a lot of different resources that you need to be an astute investor. So if you can get to Austin, Texas next weekend, get there, get in the room. It's a free ticket. To get into place, smartmoneyexpo.com. We'll be there. And then, as always, definitely reach out to me if anything that we can do with REI Genius on the real estate front or on the investing side. If you got questions, definitely reach out to us. And if you're interested in the 8-week cohort, where you learn how to build your system out in less than 60 days, where you can start raising capital in your sleep, because eventually we all run out our own money. And so being able to find opportunities and bring opportunities to others with capital who are looking to grow their money is the name of the game. So if you need help with putting your system in place to raise capital, definitely shoot me a message, set up your consultation call, so we can see if you're a good fit, and then sign you up for the next upcoming cohort, where we're going to kick off here in a couple weeks. So with that, you guys be blessed, and we will see you next week. And guess what? Go out there and make some equity happen, y'all. Peace. Sir.